New legendary event details. That's right. We're going to be figuring out how we are unlocking Quasar, how quickly we're unlocking him, and when we can expect to get him fully yellow starred out. There's also updates to new events and new milestones, and they're putting more things in the command center. So let's read on. So we've got new age of events and milestones. Age of Annihilus, the future of events and milestones. As we approach the exciting launch of the Age of Annihilus, we're making another change to improve your Marvel Strike Force experience. Month-long milestones, events, and related weekly milestones have been the source of gear, character shards, and major resources for several years now. And that's right, they have. A little trivia for you. Do you know who the first character that the month-long character was? Who was the first featured month-long character? If I remember, I'll tell you the answer at the end of the video. If not, I'll put it in the comments section. But comment down below if you know. I'll be curious to see if somebody knows that. For several years now, but these lengthy events were sometimes complicated and could be hard to understand. And yes, they were very complicated. It was pretty annoying having smaller events feeding into larger events, and then you didn't know what was happening, and then you had to figure it out, and then it changed on Sundays, and then it changed on Mondays, and then they moved it to, like, it was a whole thing. So simplified monthly milestone, I think this is great, and I think this in conjunction with the command center could be good, because right now we're kind of in a purgatory state between the milestones tab and the command center, both being utilized at the same time. So I think this is going to be another step closer to getting rid of that milestones tab and just making it the command center, which I think is great. I think it all needs to be in one place. Complex monthly milestones will now become monthly Quasar events in the command center, where you'll be able to earn Quasar shards, play every day, and complete daily, weekly, and monthly objectives to make progress in these events. Ultimately, unlocking Quasar and upgrading his yellow stars. So remember, this is only for his yellow stars. And we do have this in-game a little bit here with the venerated vigilantes. So this is a month-long one that's been going on if you ended up buying the characters that were coming out for the vigilante team. And this was going to potentially get you 3 diamonds on Silver Sable, right? We've got Starlight Vigil. This is daily, weekly, and monthly, working on rewards to get more Havoc shards. So this is what it's going to end up looking like, where we're going to have weekly rewards, daily or weekly challenges, daily challenges, and monthly challenges, which I think is going to simplify it a lot, because it's all going to be in the command center and you're always going to see what's going on. So I think that's a really, really good change, honestly. So we have month 1 will unlock 200 Quasar shards, which will let you unlock Quasar at 4 yellow star, which is confirmation that he is unlocking at 4 yellow stars, which I don't think we knew that before. I didn't. If we did, I missed something, but a 4 yellow star unlock, but we will have him in month 1, and it'll be pretty interesting to see the progression of Quasar getting stronger and stronger as we get yellow stars, and then we get red stars as well from those scourges that they said would be monthly scourges. So that'll be really interesting to see him getting stronger and stronger, because I really like the progression of Null right now. How Null was like kind of at 4 yellow, 0 red, and then it was like, okay, he's at 4-4 now. He's pretty nuts. Now he's at 5-4, and we're working on getting the 5th red star now. So I like that slow progression of seeing how much better the character gets with time and with engagement as well. I really like that. So again, no spending whatsoever to unlock Quasar. Month 2 will have more Quasar shards, which doesn't tell you specifically the amount. So I'm wondering if that's just to be determined. And then we'll let you upgrade his yellow stars. And then month 3 will have enough Quasar shards to upgrade him all the way to 7 yellow stars. So I'm presuming we're going to get 200 the first month, then probably 300 the second month to get us all the way up to that 5 stars, like maybe 310 to get us to 5 stars, maybe even 6 stars. 310 would be up to 6 stars. And then the last 300 shards would come to give that 7th yellow star. But maybe, I don't know. I hope that's how it is, so we're not stuck on like 5 yellow for him for a while. That would be really great. How we're doing this is simplified events. We know our milestones events have been in need of a big update. Yeah, I mean, Boylon has made like a whole career off of doing like event math and stuff like that, and because it's been so convoluted, and I know like Updog, Big Positive Geek, a bunch of people do videos on this. So I feel like it being simpler would be great, so people don't have to rely on a video to tell them what to do. Like, it should be a lot more streamlined. I do like the videos telling you, hey, math-wise, this is where you're at. Maybe spend a little bit of cores to get to the next milestone. So those videos are still imperative. But you shouldn't need a video just to know how to compete or how to even get some milestones done. So the command center, the new command center will help make things much simpler, allowing you to focus on playing the game, collecting characters, and building your squads, which is what this game is all about. You will make progress by completing daily, weekly, and monthly objectives. Many of the older repeating milestones like Golden Opportunity, Save the World, and World Warrior will be transitioned to objectives in the command center. So getting rid of some of the older milestones that have been cluttering the milestones tab all the time. So if we go in game here, we have Save the World, Golden Opportunity, and World Warrior. So this would take 3 of these milestones out of the milestone tab immediately. And I think this is how they're going to slowly integrate everything into the command center. And once we have some of these milestones that are in here currently, we can expect pretty much everything to be in the command center. So a one-stop shop, which is great. But I'm glad that they're not retiring Golden Opportunity, Save the World, and World Warrior, because you get power cores and T4s from that. Not many T4s, but you do get some power cores, especially from the Golden Opportunity if you're spending about 2 million gold a day with what training mats, am I right? So yeah, that's a thing. Next big update is going to be intel. So events will be a major source of intel, the key currency for Chapter 1 of the Age of a Nihilist. So Intel lets you choose your own rewards, including character shards, gear, and other valuable resources from the Intel store. And what this means is this is essentially the recurring event store that lasts for the entire chapter of Chapter 1 of the Age of a Nihilist, right? And this has agency just like an event store does. And I think that is the best part about these chapters, about these ages that I love, because I get to pick which character shards I want to focus on. Like if it's a war team coming out, guess what? I'm going to pivot to gear 20 instead. Or if it's a Crucible team coming out, I'm putting all in on character shards for the Crucible team. Or I can put more on one part of a Crucible team, like, hey, I want the damage dealer to be as big as possible. And then a character that is just kit-based, I could just unlock the character. And then I can leave it 3 stars because they're kit-based, right? I love that level of agency that we get. I'm also curious to see other valuable resources from the Intel store. And I'm very interested to see how much intel we're getting in a chapter and how much things cost in the store. So essentially an economy breakdown, which I'll probably be doing the second this store unlocks, to see how much we can expect to be getting from these things. So that's going to be really interesting and a major tell to see how good this store really is. Next up, milestone events. In addition to the command center, there will be a variety of supporting events in the milestone section. Global milestones, which we have seen a little bit of recently, which I really like. I love seeing challenges that Scopely's putting in front of us, in front of the entire community, and we get to work together to kind of achieve, which I think is fun, and gets rewards. We got those power cores from the Cataclysmic Dimension. We got some other rewards. We got like the Mcron crystals for Lalandra's event and stuff like that. Alliance events, team up with your alliance to earn rewards. So this is also going to the command center. Leaderboard events going to the command center. And this new super deal events. So I do not know what this is. They have told us nothing. I asked and I did not get an answer. So play the game to progress through the event and earn a super deal on valuable rewards like Gear 20 and training modules. So what this sounds like to me is you are going to be able to unlock better value offers because you are also participating in the game. So you can't just buy your way all the way in, right? If you are participating and you are engaging with the game, you're going to unlock the opportunity. Oh, we're so lucky. We get to unlock the opportunity to spend money, right? to have a better offer potentially. So instead of maybe a Gear 20 offer like we have in the store right now, we can go to the game and look at this and see some of the Gear 20 offers we have. So you see it's $35 for 25 of one piece, right? Maybe instead it's $10 for 20 of each, or $20 for 20 of each, right? And maybe because we're engaging with the game, it's going to reward us with better offers. So maybe it'll entice us to spend a little bit more. Maybe there'll be a $5 offer for training materials that gives you like 10 million gold worth of training materials, right? That'd be pretty interesting. That'd be something I could get behind and say, hey, if you're low on training materials, this is where we're at. And they do specifically say training modules. So they are listening to us on the bottleneck. I really hope this isn't only paid. Maybe this is like a chain deal and like the first couple are free, or like the first one's free like they've been doing on the website. And then maybe there's some lower spend offers, hopefully not like 20, 30, 50, $100. Maybe some microtransactions that we get that'll benefit us for engaging in the game. So we're excited to see this new streamlined experience to make everything more intuitive and enjoyable with a refreshed, easier to follow event structure, which it does seem that way. The Command Center has helped. I think, like I said, that purgatory state we're in between Command Center and the milestones simultaneously kind of sucks right now, but I think it's going to be great that we're going to be getting it all in the Command Center. So it all kicks off with Age of Annihilus in Chapter 1. Get ready for the Cosmic Showdown like no other. And the Age of Annihilus begins on May 5th at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is awesome. So we got, what, like 2 weeks until that starts? Super, super excited. I am really, really pumped for this. I'm excited to see how we are collecting intel, how much we're getting, and how the stuff we're getting from the stores. I'm also really excited to get Quasar in my hands because he looks pretty awesome in war, but also pretty good plug and play everywhere else. He looks like a pretty awesome kit. So I hope you guys are excited as I am. Until next time, this has been Duelim. Later, MSFers.